Hey guys, still have trouble getting this camera right. It's just so weird when I set it up before I turn it on. It looks different, and then when I hit the, is it even running? I'm sorry, I'm a dummy. Yes. It goes different, and I have to adjust it right in front of everybody. I just don't know what I'm doing. I'll get a laptop soon. I just have a couple of points, and before we get started, I like to pray, but I didn't want to just jump into it because some of you guys don't pray, and that's fine. I mean, that's your right to do whatever you want. But those of you who do pray, I'm going to pray, and if you want to join me, that's fine. So, just a short prayer. Jesus, thank you. You've done very wonderful things in my life today, and I hope that you have done many wonderful things in all of your children's life. And help us understand something here and speak to us, speak to our hearts, and allow the speaker to be brief. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Amen. In Jesus' name. I do have a tendency to gab a lot. I really need to keep things short, and that's particularly going to be important. Now, I'm sorry I got a cold, man, but many of you don't know, I have been trying to get a place to go. I got this. Notice to vacate. I'm cool with that. I mean, I lost my rent money through stupidity. So we know the story. I won't rehash it. Let me just say I lost it through stupidity. And so I couldn't pay my rent. But guess what? It's worked to my good because I really want to leave here. I like the little room. That's not the point. I got a reflection in my face. I can't even see my face. It doesn't matter. But I wanted to leave here anyway. I'm not going to tell people how to. This is how I believe, or I almost believe this. It's hard. This is a hard one to accept. Is what I'm saying. In my faith, Christianity, Jesus tells us to leave everything behind. So dummy me took that literally, only to find out I go all over the place. I'm leaving stuff everywhere, and now I'm back home. Luckily, I have left some things here that I need because through this, I'm actually going to a VA facility. I can stay there 2 months, actually probably longer. I'm only going to stay 2 months, maybe 3, because I get a check. If I stay more than 90 days, my check will reduce to $90 a month. Don't want that to happen. My intentions are, if it's the Lord's will, I'm going to stay there just long enough to save my checks. I really, the food's there. I got medical. We really don't have any expenses. Maybe just a few clothing items, and really don't even need that. And if I can manage to quit smoking, I'll tell you what, man, this is the most ridiculous thing in the world for me. I sit here and scream at people about Jesus and about Christianity, and then I go hide and smoke a cigarette. Some of my older videos, I smoke right on there. Let me say something about that. My opinion about anything regarding Christianity should not affect your opinion at all. I am nobody. I think I've demonstrated that. I can't even get the thing. Sometimes I don't even look at the. I'm quite a klutz, okay? And I can't say I'm always right about things, and I ask for anyone to forgive me if I've said something that they know is wrong, because I'm young, I'm learning. All I want to do is understand what my calling is, and everything's fallen into place for it. Because for those of you who don't know, I declined an offer at Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. I just got the email back. If I knew how to go look at it with a camera, but usually if you go do anything, the camera will cut off. I want to have music playing. It'll play in the background, but if I turn the camera on, it goes off. So, anyway, it's a major university, Christian university. They claim, I think it's the, I don't know, world's largest or most respected. But it's the Jerry Falwell's institution. His two sons. One son is pastor at St. Thomas or Thomas Road Baptist Church. There in, I guess, Lynchburg, and very prestigious, well-known church. And his other son, or one of his other sons, I don't know how many children he has, is chancellor of the university. So, very well-respected, put-together Christian outfit, business, if you want. I don't know what you call it. It's a training academy for Christians that want to serve. I had to decline, but I left it open. I said, they wanted me there by February 25th. And guys, I don't have any money, and I'm not asking for money. I have everything I need. And in a couple of days, I'll be at that facility, and I won't need anything, basically. They got a gym. They got pool tables. You do go to classes. That's great. I think it's 3 or 4 or 5 classes a day. They're like 45 minutes long, and they talk about grief processing. issues, mental health issues, addiction issues, stuff that I may not be struggling with, but that I can learn from people interacting in the classroom. How does this person feel about their addiction or their mental health issue? On and on. So there's something to be gained from it. There's a lot to be gained from it. From the gym, I'm losing weight, and on and on and on and on. It's all good. And so I just guess I want to tell people, man, I love you, but I'm not going to try to train you to do anything with your faith, especially Christians, which is my faith, before I get myself straight. And that may never happen. I sometimes think the Lord wants me to just go somewhere and stand up on a rock with a Bible and start talking, because I wouldn't stop till I died. Literally, there's been so many beautiful things that have happened to me from the time I was born, actually, that they seem like opposites. Just today, I learned a couple things, and I'll shut up. I am very, very, very amazed by Dr. Martin Luther King. Okay? Enough said. So I was also taught to be racist, to hate blacks. So I think I need to go out of my way to let black people know I'm not racist. Oh boy, was I wrong. The intention is good. I want black folks to know not all white people are racist. But here's the key. Please follow me. I was taught by my father to hate black people, okay? And that actually was a good teaching. The reason is, later in my life, when I realized that teaching was wrong, I fought very hard to get it out of my system. So my father's teaching was wrong, but the effect it had on me was very, very powerful in that I fully got it out of my system, I think. And the other issue is this, as with regard to me as a white person talking to a black person about racism. My father taught hate. I think maybe a lot of black folks teach distrust of whites, and justifiably so. Because I mean, do I need to even explain that? I don't think so. For a black parent to teach their child, hey, watch out for white folks, that's a great teaching. But what I found out today was this: I can talk to one black person if I do it the right way. Maybe I can mention. I usually mention Dr. Martin Luther King as an icebreaker, sort of. I'm trying to let this person know I'm not racist, okay? One guy at the VA, he was all into it. We had a great fellowship. He's a black. Most people of color, they realize pretty quick I'm not racist. I think you can read that in a person pretty quick. So I'm walking home, and I'm thinking, here comes another black guy. And I stop him, and I make a comment about, hey, don't I know? I thought I knew him. He was in a work program at the VA. And so I start talking to him, and then I think I'm going to be slick. I said, oh, the real reason I stopped you, I'm lying. No, I'm not lying. He thinks I'm tricking him, I think, because I say, hey, watch Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech. I know it's in the 60s, and hey, I got to go. That's how he cut me off. I walked away kind of stupefied. I didn't feel guilt, which I think the Lord lets us know real quick if we've done something wrong. And I thought about that, man. I said, what did I do wrong to tell a black person to watch I Have a Dream speech? What did I do wrong by telling a black person, by saying positive things about Dr. Martin Luther King to a black person? Guys, it's teaching. It's what we teach our children. It stays with them forever. Me and this guy didn't know each other. I think I'm doing right by sharing my views on Dr. Martin Luther King. I love Dr. Martin Luther King. I think he's an amazing man. But this guy doesn't, probably, maybe was taught to not trust whites. So I think he thought I was playing him or something. Because black folks, let's face it, they're pretty streetwise. A lot more than most whites. And so I think they read a person quicker, even sometimes though they're wrong. But that's just because they were taught that way. My point is, be careful if you have children what you teach them. Be careful to not show them images of human beings hurting each other. whether it be in movies, whether it's a cartoon. I mean, cartoons are kind of, if you're watching a cartoon, the kid knows it's a cartoon. If you're there with them and kind of laughing along, you're actually teaching them that this is just kind of slapstick humor. But if you take them to a movie that has zombies and werewolves and demons and all that, and you're sitting there choking down some popcorn and laughing with your spouse, and this little kid's watching you too and looking up at that screen and people ripping each other apart, that's not a good thing to teach a child. Children watch everything a parent does. Everything. I was on the bus today or yesterday, and this lady had she said it was 5 month old. I'm sorry, man. Goodness, I have a cold. She had a 5 month old, and she was she had that front loading backpack where the kid's right there. That kid's just watching her, reaching out, touching her mouth, and so children really pay attention to us, and it's very easy to see why. We're their guardian, we're their protector. We feed them. We're there when they wake up. They cry, and we're there. They watch everything we do. And when they got old enough to understand, they listen to everything we do. And later in life, many of them will copy everything they were taught. I'm sorry. I'm going to go, guys. I'm dripping snot. Sorry, man. My nose is full. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'll go, man, and thank you for listening. And I'll try to keep these things short, and I'll keep you guys updated. Not sure how many videos I'll do. I write poetry too. I have a poem here I just wrote. I want to get it uploaded or get it posted. I'm still doing things I like, but I want to spend time learning the Bible, and I want to work out at this place. I already lost 40 pounds since, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. So my health's improving. I want to get ready to serve the Lord, and so I'm going to go take my little knife and turn it into a sword and sharpen it up, because I never know. We never know when we might need the sword of the Lord. Guys, take it easy, and I appreciate you tuning in. All right.